Alright, hello people, I'm the dude and this is Let's Play Future Pinball. This is the table The Black Hole. The Black Hole by Matt Allen with one T. Matt with one T. Very interesting. Anyways, let's get her going.
It's an uncharted black hole, sir. What shall we do about it? We are too close to steer away.
We are too close to steer away. Well, I guess we should fight against the black hole. Let's try that. I'll go over what makes this particular table awesome. Basically, it's a really smooth table. The sound effects aren't irritating, which they're so irritating in some of these tables. They're just so grating. But yeah, the music's nice. The color palette for the table's nice. It plays really well. It's fun. There's a lot of stuff to do. I mean, I don't know what else to say about this table other than everything works. That's pretty much all there is to it. It's also not a very cheap table in that you're not going to get a lot of skill passage or something like that. Skill shot. But anyways, you're not going to get a lot of cheap ball drains on this table, which is really nice. Especially since this particular table I have modded. But I'll go into that in a minute. For now, I'm just going to try and get a lot of points. And we got all the drop targets. There are drop targets back there on the right there. Oh, really? Gotta be careful. Didn't mean to hit that far right guide over there. That skill shot right there is probably the easiest one to hit. If you pop the ball up on the right over there, the guide will drive it right to the skill shot. Kind of like that, right there. The rest of the kickers are actually pretty difficult to hit reliably. Like that one. That one's pretty hard to hit. Which I've tried to make it easier to hit, but it just doesn't work. I mean, this is about as easy as I can make it. And it was even worse before I started messing with it. So, yeah. Should get, there we go, the last kicker. Get a nice little chunk of points. And ding. Oh, not quite hitting it correctly. Ooh, a little closer than I would have liked there. Oh! 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 Right there, just barely missed. Ooh, we've almost got all the targets on the left over there. Let's see if I can hit the last one. Not quite. Not even close. Those targets on the left over there are really hard to hit reliably. If you're actually aiming for them. Let's see if we can get it right here. Nope, not even close. Ooh, we just got saved. Very good. Whoa. Okay. Black hole bonus.
Black hole bonus.
Yeah, that black hole bonus is probably the hardest kicker to hit. There's no real guide that leads to it. You just have to get lucky, for the most part. But when you do, you get a lot of points. Okay, come on. Hit the last target. Hit the last target. Come on. Nope, not even close. Oh, that'll work. Free points. I like free points. Actually doing really good this time. Not that this is the hardest table in the world, but yeah, we haven't even had a ball drain yet, I don't think. Might beat my top score at this rate. Yeah, wow. Yeah, we're doing pretty damn good. Come on, get up there. Hit the black hole. Get the black hole. Oh, not. Or not. That works. Oh! Oh! We were one off. I think we hit the one above the target we need instead of the target we need. Oh, there we go. 2 times bonus. Very good. Good, good. Finally got all the targets on the left. We've gotten all the drop targets probably 6 times now or something like that. So that's good. Can't quite get it into that right there reliably. I think it's a little too thin is the problem. I need to widen it a bit probably. And the lights are telling us that we've got something going on. Probably good. Even though I've messed around with the scripting on this table, I had to, I didn't have a choice. I still don't know what everything does. Because there's a lot of bulbs. There's a lot of bulbs and a lot of point bonuses and all this stuff. We almost just drained a ball right there. That would have been bad. Let's see if we can get a 3 times bonus. Nope, missed the target. That'll work though.
Black has a skill shot.
More points. It seems like every time I'm not trying to hit that that left kicker over there, I hit it on accident every single time. There we go. Got all the drop targets again. Oh. Oh, wow. A little too close for comfort there. Ugh, keep in that edge. I think we need one more target on the left over there to get the 3 times bonus. Black hole bonus. Sometimes you can get lucky, and you can bounce it in the back way into the black hole there, but it's really, really hard to do. The guide rail is set up to not let you do it, so you have to get extremely lucky for it to land like that. But it's a lot of points, so... Oh, just a little bit higher next time. Looks like one more drop target and we get some free points. Ooh, okay, I didn't mean to do that. I think this is the second time that it saved us. Oh! I tilted the table, but it wasn't enough, sadly. Still, we got some massive points. That was actually a really good round right there. And we still need one target on the left. The highest one. It's usually the lowest one or the highest one are the 2 hardest to hit. The other ones are usually not a problem. Let's see if we can get it right here. Nope. Tried to float it over there, but it didn't quite make it. Let's try one more time. No, that was way too short. Grab some free points while we're up here. Sometimes you can ricochet it backwards and it'll hit that, the targets on the left. It's really hard to do though. Aw. Really hard to do though. I'm trying my hardest to hit that target. Oh! Saved again. Very good. Nearly lost the ball right there. Getting a lot of luck this particular round. Whole lot of luck. A lot of close saves. Oh. Okay, so the kicker on the right over there finally failed us. I think it saved us like 3 times. That's pretty much more than I can ask right there. If the ball has any momentum at all, and it hits that right guide right there, it's going to go through. You're going to drain the ball. Basically, it has to be barely moving for that kicker to save you. But it's still nice to be able to be saved every once in a while. It's nice to not have it always drain. Ooh, okay, a little close for comfort right there. Nope, you're not falling down. I'm not gonna let you. In case you didn't notice there, I tilted the table. It's basically like in real pinball. You can bump the table while you're playing, and it'll move the pinball if it's about to drain. Yeah, like that right there. I just bumped the table. Very, very handy. On the harder tables, you have to use the tilt. Otherwise, you just won't have a chance at all, because they're set up to drain. The guides will lead straight down the middle here, and you'll have no chance if you don't tilt the table. So, yeah. Gotta learn to use that particular technique. It's not really vital on this table, because this table is not really hard. It's just meant to be fun. Get a lot of points, that kind of thing. See if we can float it. Yes. Very good. Oh, that's not what I meant to do, but that's okay. Oh. Ooh, another target. Very good. We're gonna have a really high point total for this one. This might actually beat my high score for this table. Assuming I don't screw up horribly badly very quickly. Yeah, actually I think we already have beat my high score. Wow. In fact, I'm pretty sure we have. There we go, 3 times bonus. Damn. Very good. Very, very good. Yeah, we're really kicking ass this time. I think we're on our, what is it? We're on ball 3 right now. I believe you get 4 balls total. I don't usually pay attention, I usually just play the game, but I think you get 4 balls total. Oh, shoot. Okay, good. Whew. A little closer than I would like. That's not what I meant to do at all. It's okay. Thinking at this point, I'm going to ignore the targets on the left, or at least for the most... Damn, that was my fault. That was completely my fault. Wow. I thought I'd let it float off the right bumper, I mean the right flipper, and then hit it with the left to get it back up on the right top of the table. If that makes sense. It's probably too convoluted, but anyways, I was trying to float the ball and it just failed horribly. Backfired in my face, sadly. That is the way things go sometimes. Never actually gotten to the higher bonuses. You can get all the way up to a 6 times bonus, but that's really hard to do. Hitting all the targets on the left is hard enough as it is. But doing it 6 times in a row? That's really hard. Ooh, black hole bonus. I will take it.
Black hole bonus.
Dun, 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 dun. Whoa. A little closer than I would have liked there. And I tried to float. Oh, see, that's an example of where the ball was going too fast. So it didn't catch the kicker right there. We're on our 4th ball now, I believe. So this is looking a little bleak at this point, but that's okay. We've already beaten my high score by quite a bit, so I can't be mad about it. Oh, hit 3 of them at one time. Very nice. Okay, now I've got to go for them. I don't have a choice. There's only 2 left. We lost all our bonuses, so we're not going to give me... Ah! Black hole barely missed. Because we lost our bonuses, we're not going to get much points till we get them back. But that's okay. We'll try and get them back. Ooh, we got a free ball. Very cool.
Black hole bonus.
Black hole bonus. I'm thinking you have to lock a ball into the other slot to get the multi-ball, if I remember right. Or maybe you just have to hit that... Whoa! Hit that top right kicker again. I don't know. Not what I meant to do. Also, not what I meant to do. That'll work, though. We've got a 2 times bonus now, so we're not doing too terrible for the moment. Black hole bonus!
Black hole bonus.
I'm not really sure how you get the ball out from up there. That's a good question. Because, yeah, I can't... There's a block up there that's now a guide or something, a wall. Something has popped up that's blocking me. I don't think I've ever actually... Whoa! Gotten this far. Wow, that was close. Yeah, there's something blocking me up there, so... I'm not really sure how the hell I'm supposed to get the ball down. Wow. The points are just astronomical at this point. Ooh. We're almost up to 3 times bonus again. Not quite there, but we're getting there. See if we can float it over there. No, not quite. Not quite.
Black hole bonus.
Yeah, it looks like we only need one more target on the left to get to the 3 times bonus. Ooh, oh, so close. So close. We're actually losing out on points by having that ball locked because we can't get the skill shot bonus now. It keeps getting blocked, like right there. We can't get the bonus until that ball comes out. And I'm not sure how the hell we get the ball out. There's gotta be a way. I've hit the black hole bonus several times. I don't think I've hit the left one though. This one. There we go. Does that set it free? No, that didn't do it either. Maybe we have to hit all the targets on the left. I don't know. Oh, just bouncing around the black hole. Not quite. There we go.
Black hole bonus.
Black hole bonus. Very nearly drained the ball there. Not what I was going for. Oh, that was stupid. That was just a really stupid shot on my part. I shouldn't have gone for that. Oh, we get another ball. Ball 5. Okay, good. Maybe we just because we have so many points. We get another ball.
Black hole bonus.
We just hit all the drop targets again, so that's not it. Huh. It is possible when I modded the machine, I somehow screwed up the scripting, and you can't get multi-ball now. I'll have to look into that. Or at the very least try to figure out what drops the multi-ball. I mean, I don't think I messed anything up, but it's possible. I'm not gonna... Oh! What?! What? That sucked! Okay, well, we still kicked a massive ass, so... Let's see. Okay, so yeah, we just raped my high score, if nothing else. That's good. At this point, I'm just going to show off the table a bit. Talk about a couple of things I changed. I mean, a decent amount of the table I changed, but it was all more or less cosmetic type stuff and things that just make the table run smoother. I didn't change a lot of the scripting. I did fiddle with it a bit, but not a lot. I had to in a couple of cases. But anyways, these 2 bumpers right here, I realigned them a smidge, just a tad, because it used to be they would hit one of the sides right here, one of these two bumpers, and they would just bounce back and forth between them, and you know, endlessly bounce, just back and forth. I mean, you'd get like 30 bounces or some ridiculous garbage before you got the ball back. So I realigned them just a tad to where now, as you saw when I was playing, when it hits them, it lets them go. It lets the ball go pretty quickly. So I changed that. Let's see. I changed all of the different wire guides, which are the green things, these right here. Changed all of those, their shape. It used to be they had gaps in the sides in really inconvenient places, so the ball would fall out before it got to the bottom, which was just a massive pain. I didn't like that, so I changed it. What else? I didn't change these targets at all, because for the most part they work. They're hard to hit. They're really hard to hit, but they work just fine. I didn't change any of the lights or any of the decals on the back of the table. I changed this guide right here, the little metal bar. It used to be a little bit shorter. I lengthened it a bit because basically whenever the ball comes off this right bumper right here, it tends to bounce right into that area. And before, when the wire guide was shorter, it would just drain every single time. The ball would drain, you'd lose the ball. It wasn't fun at all. Now it has to hit it precisely in the right spot for it to drain, which you saw it do it once, I think, in this video. But yeah, it used to be probably a quarter shorter than the length it is now, and the ball would just drain every single time. And it was just mind-numbingly annoying. But anyways, and then this guide over here I extended, but I also added in this little kicker right here, and this wire guide that basically saves the ball. It gives you a chance to save the ball whenever it's going to drain on this right side. It probably works, I'd say, a really high percent of the time when the ball's moving slow, and almost not at all when it's moving quickly. I've never seen it work not one time when the ball was moving fast. But it gives you a chance to save the ball when it's going to drain, which is really cool. It adds some suspense, basically. And I completely added that in on my own. None of that was there. The wireframe, the kicker, none of that was there. This one over here is another one of the major changes I made. If you look up the old table, the original table, there was a wooden ramp here. The ball would go up a ramp, it would come around to here, and then it would fall into this wire frame. I changed it to where it's 100% wire frame and it uses a kicker, because I don't know about other people, but I could never get the ball up the wooden ramp. It would hit the wooden ramp and it would slow down and then it would fall back down the ramp every single time, no matter how many times I tried. I mean, I could get it up the ramp maybe one time in 200 tries or something like that, something ridiculous. I mean, it almost never worked. And yeah, I couldn't get it to work. So I changed it. Now it's a kicker. It goes around this little loop right here, hits the kicker, pops up, and then goes into the wire frame. And goes around and gives you points. What else did I change? These two flippers right here, there was almost no gap between them. It was about a ball width between them. And I basically tripled the width between them, so now you have a much greater chance of the ball falling through. It used to be you could keep the ball up here pretty much infinitely. The only way you ever lost the ball, once it was up on this top playing field, is if it hit the kicker back here, which bounced it around this wire frame and put it out over here on the right, to hit the right flipper. That was the only way you could lose the ball. Now it is much easier to lose the ball with it just, you know, you not aiming well and it just sliding through the middle here. What else? I changed these two guides right here. This guide I realigned to where now when the ball hits it, it tends to pop it into over here. Whereas before there was kind of a kitch right here. You can see it. It's still in the outline is still in the decal. You can see where it used to be, and the ball used to just get stuck right there. Instead of swinging around and popping into the top playing field, it would just get stuck and then fall back down the hole, which is not the way it was supposed to work. So yeah, I fixed that. I changed this guide mainly because I wanted it to hit the black hole more. If I'd have changed it to where it just spun right around to the black hole and put it right there every single time, you just get ludicrous amounts of points, and that's the highest point bonus you can get, hitting the black hole. So I didn't do that, but I did realign it to where it doesn't always bounce off that wall and come down to the middle playing field. That's what it used to do. You can see it's supposed to hit right here and slide down. It doesn't do that every time though. So yeah, that's kind of nice. What else did I change? I think I said I fixed the wire frames. don't know if I said that or not, but sometimes the wire frames, they'll have holes. Like there's one right there. That one's intentional. But basically every wire frame in the original had holes everywhere, and the ball would just fall out constantly. It was a massive pain. And the balls never went down here where they're supposed to go. They just keep falling out to sides. So I fixed that. That's completely different. For the most part, there's no holes. And if there is a hole, it's there for a reason now, instead of just being everywhere. I didn't change these targets. I changed the drop targets because they were really hard to hit. The way they were lined up before, you would be able to hit the front one really easily, and the back one would be hit from ricochets, but the two in the middle were almost impossible to hit. Now if you pop the ball up here and it doesn't go all the way around, the ball falls back down and hits the drop targets pretty reliably, because I've moved them out and I re-angled them. As you saw when I was playing the video, it's almost impossible not to hit all four of them if you pop the ball up on the right here enough, whereas before it was almost impossible to hit them at all. The way they were lined up, it was really, really hard. Let's see. I changed these decals a bit just so they line up with how I move the drop targets. Those are the only decals I changed. Didn't change any of the lights. Didn't change the bumpers. I didn't change the position of either of these kickers back here, or the way they work for the most part. I realigned the wall, like I said, to where it's easier to hit the black hole. I changed this outer guide right here, and in fact I completely replaced it. A lot of the times the ball would come up here, and instead of going around to where it's supposed to hit the what is it called, the skill shot, it would get caught right here. It was kind of like this spot right here. It was just too rounded. The ball wouldn't go where it's supposed to go. It would just get caught and then fall back down. There's the same problem with the guide up here. It was too rounded, and the ball would get caught and just fall straight back down here. Now, I would say 90% of the time, it goes all the way around and gives you the skill shot. So that's pretty cool. I didn't change anything about the way the black hole works. This wire guide was perfect. The container was perfect. The alignment here was perfect. All that. I didn't touch any of that. I didn't touch any of the initial part when the ball gets shot out. This little area right here. Didn't change any of that. Because like I said, it works. There was no reason to mess with it. I didn't change any of the background art or any of the sound or any of that. I had to change the way the scripting works because I had to give points for this new kicker that I added in because it wasn't there before. I also changed the way this one works, the scripting for it, and I also had to change how hard the kicker pops the ball, which that took a while to figure out. I had to mess with this wire guide endlessly. In fact, that was probably the most ridiculous time sink as far as modding this table. This wire guide right here, I couldn't get the ball to kick up into it. It just kept falling back down and getting stuck. It turns out that it was two different problems combined. The kicker didn't have enough power, and the guide was misaligned. It wasn't perfectly above the kicker, and you have to have it perfectly above the kicker. And even before that, you see those little nails? Those are supposed to catch the ball. I had them aligned wrong at first, to where they weren't catching the ball at all. They were actually holding the ball in place. The ball couldn't move. So I had to fix that. I had to fix the kicker. I had to fix the wire guide. And then after all that, the biggest problem I had modding this was the ball would kick up into this wire frame right here. It'd go around to right about here and it'd just get stuck. I spent hours and hours messing with this wire frame, just trying to get it to work. Eventually I remade the entire thing, and then after remaking the entire thing, the ball would go up to here, and instead of getting stuck, it would fall backwards and then get stuck like right here. So I had to remake it a third time, and then finally the third time, with a little bit of tweaking, I finally got it to work. So yeah, this one wire frame was the bane of my existence. But it works perfectly now, so that's nice. You have to get the tilt of the frame right, because it's not straight. It actually, this is a high point, and then it slowly slopes down per junction. Each junction slopes a different amount. And then you have to get the width right of the frame so the ball doesn't get stuck. Because if you have the turn is too sharp, this turn right here ended up being way too sharp the first, I don't know how many times I made it, the ball will get stuck. So you have to have it arced enough to where the ball keeps moving, but not arced too much where it gets stuck, which is kind of a pain, to to say the least. So yeah, that was the biggest hurdle by far when I was modding the table. For the most part, everything I did to this table, I'm not going to say it's better, but it plays more smoothly now. Like a lot of the wire guides, like I said, they'd get stuck. The ball would get stuck. It wouldn't go where it's supposed to. The ramp on the left, I literally could never get it to work for any reason to save my life. The thing would never work. Every time I hit the ramp, the ball would fall back down instead of going all the way up. So yeah, I had to completely replace that. I spent a lot of time trying to tweak the ramp to see if I could fix it. And I'm assuming I had the same problem the first guy did. No matter what I did, it just would not work. I changed the angle about 100 times. I changed the slope God knows how many times. I changed the width of the opening, the point where the ball hits the opening and starts being pulled up the guide. No matter what I did, I could not get that ramp to work. So I just completely replaced it. Like I said, I changed the sides here because they were just too wide. That one was way too wide. It always drained. This one wasn't bad, the way he had it set up. But like I said, I wanted to add in this cool little savior mechanism where the kicker can sometimes save you, so I had to redesign it. The way he had it designed wasn't bad. It worked fine. I just wanted a different element over there, basically. But yeah, really fun table. Was really fun to mod. It took a lot of work, like I said. This wire guide, I still hate this wire guide. I still can't stand it. I actually wanted it to look differently. I wanted it to be, it pops up and then it goes around a double loop up here that kind of spirals down. Eventually, I just completely gave up, and I'm happy with it the way it is now just because it works. You know, I don't have to mess with it anymore. It gets the job done, so. Let me see, what else? Oh yeah, and the drop targets over here. Like I said, I had to fix those because you couldn't reliably hit them. I mean, or at least I couldn't. Every time I tried, the ball would, he had the guide coming out to where the ball would hit this area and it just bypassed them completely. So the only way to hit them was to bounce off this left bumper, or this left flipper down here, and the left flipper was angled, so it never hit all the targets. No matter how many times I tried, it always hit one target. So yeah, I could never get the drop targets. But yeah, really fun little table. The first one was great. I love the sound. I love the art design. I mean, it's minimalist, but it looks really nice. I like the space theme and everything. I love the robot voice that, you know, says the black hole bonus and all that stuff. I just really like the table. That's why I modded this one, because it was really good to begin with. It just had a few little things that I wanted to change. And now it's more or less perfect. This is exactly what I want out of it. This is exactly where I want it to be. So, yeah. If I changed anything, I fiddled a lot with this area right here, the one that I recreated. This initial point where this flipper on the right over here, it's supposed to, if you aim it right, it's supposed to go straight up and hit that edge. And if you can't hit that edge, it'll bounce off this right here and come back down. It used to be he had a bumper here when it was a ramp, and a lot of the times it would hit the bumper and just go in wild, crazy directions. And also the bumper made it even harder to hit the ramp in the first place. Not to mention, like I said, I could never get the ramp to work, but the bumper made it even worse. I just removed the bumper and added in a guide instead. For the most part, if you hit the guide at this point, it works. It goes all the way around and into the hole. The problem becomes whenever the ball is moving quickly, if it's moving too quickly, instead of going around the guide, it'll come up to here, it'll hit the edge, hit the top, and then it'll bounce back down. So if you ever want to hit this kicker on the way I've remade the table, you have to float it up here. You have to have the ball moving fairly slowly. Otherwise, it'll just bounce back out. I tried to fix that. I tried to make it more round. And when I made it more round, if the ball was, it basically made it to where the ball had to be moving an exact speed to hit the kicker. Otherwise, it would go all the way around and then hit the kicker and bounce back out. It would go to the kicker, bounce and go back around in reverse and pop back out if it was moving too quickly. And if it was moving too slowly, it wouldn't go all the way around the wall. It wouldn't follow the guide. So basically, you had to hit it with the exact perfect amount of power behind it to hit the kicker. Now, if it's going anywhere between slow and moderate speed, it'll hit the kicker every single time. So, yeah. I wish I could get it to where it hit the kicker every single time, but it's really touchy. I mean, maybe I'm just inept and I'm just not doing it right. You can kind of see the way he had it because of the outline. You see how the outline completely ignores the guide right there, the white line? completely ignores the guide. That's where he had it, and he had a bumper out in front of that edge right there. Right here. And the bumper almost always was in the way. It didn't help. It was a pain. But anyways, whenever the ball, or yeah, whenever the pinball would hit the guide and try to go up the ramp, it would get stuck right here because of this little bump. And when it didn't get stuck, it still, even when it hit the line, even when it hit the line perfectly, it still would not go up the ramp. It was just so annoying. So yeah, I completely changed that. Anyways, I've ranted about this table enough. I had a lot of fun, first of all, playing this game. Just this pinball simulation thing where you can create pinball tables. It's so much fun. It's called Future Pinball again, in case you forgot. It's free to download. The tables are free to download. There's a whole mess of tables. Most of them are garbage, don't get me wrong. Most of the tables are made by people who have no idea what they're doing, and they're just complete crap. You really have to sift through the junk to get to the good tables. But, yeah, people who know what they're doing and make good tables, it's a really fun program. And this table, by far, was my favorite before I started messing with it, and now it's just far and away my favorite table, now that I've tweaked it a bit. Yeah, really, really fun program. Anyways, I will see you guys next time where I might mod another table, who knows.